Excuse me lots and lots, but do you have a minute to talk about a list of people we think are hot? Does Jamie like Keira Knightley's jaw? Does Ashley have something against Jude Law? Well, they're gonna discuss it all for about an hour.
Oh my goodness gracious. That is this week's theme song by Little Bandit.
Yay.
Yay. His debut album, Breakfast Alone, is out now. You can go to littlebanditmusic.com.
He's great.
He's great. He's also one of our probably oldest, dearest friends. His name's Alex, and
I love him. And
we've been begging him. We actually have been, probably maybe he's the first person we ever asked to help
be involved
in some
with
way.
The podcast.
Hopefully he'll join us one way. Yeah, exactly.
But no, I don't have anything against Jude Law, just for the record. I actually think Jude Law is attractive in a scumbaggy way.
So the first time I ever heard this, I like distinctly know that at some point, drunkenly, I've told Alex how much I hate Keira Knightley's face and jaw.
I've come around on Keira Knightley so much.
Oh, 180.
180.
We have, because this is Hot Minute, where we are superficial. We discuss who's hot, who's not. Apparently, we don't do it enough.
Apparently, we need to talk more about the actual physical attractiveness of people.
And we'll apologize for that in 2 shakes. But again, I'm Jamie.
And I'm Ashley.
And this is Hot Minute, HOTT. You can follow us on Twitter at HotMinute.com. You can also find us on Facebook, HOTT Minute.
You can text people to the number 240-TADHOTT and just text who you think is hot.
Like you could text Keira Knightley's jaw.
You could text anyone's jaw. Pee Wee Herman's jaw.
Hyperbole.
Abraham Lincoln's jaw.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge fan of hyperbole. I'm the biggest fan of hyperbole.
I see what you did there. Ashley, will you?
Yeah.
We have to apologize. So we start every episode usually with, sometimes we just say, I'm sorry, we're so funny.
But this week we have a preemptive apology.
We do.
Which is because we live in a thriving city like Nashville, Tennessee. That means we are recording in a thriving neighborhood that includes, believe it, in this music city, a studio. Yeah. So there may be some baritone sax in the background.
Little toot toot.
Maybe.
There's
Hopefully.
also,
I like it because it makes me feel cinematic.
Doesn't it? There's also construction noise because we're a city on the grow.
There's a new building next door that's 3 stories that was not here 2 weeks ago.
Sure weren't.
That's fun.
So you may hear those things, and we'll pretend they're not happening.
Thriving.
Sorry. So I think we'll get started.
Yeah. Jamie, but I have a question.
Yes, Ashley.
Hey, who are you crushing on?
It's so funny that you should ask that question. This week, I'm crushing on 2 songs.
Oh, tell me about them, please.
They're both by an artist named Courtney Barnett. I'm a fan. She's Australian. She kind of sing talks. Her voice is actually beautiful, I think. But she's a great lyricist, I would say, in the style of maybe like an Australian drunken, like Woody Guthrie. Is what I like to think. I don't even know if she drinks.
That's beautiful. That's great.
Yeah.
I like that.
She's really good.
Is lyricism important to you in songwriting?
It's pretty important to me because I like words.
Words are good to communicate ideas, I think. That's just my opinion, though.
Like, I'm like a person that likes words and melodies, which is really weird.
That's very cool. I think that's a cool thing about you.
Thank you. I do too. Another cool thing about me is I specifically like the 2 singles. So Courtney has put out one full-length album by herself, and then she put out a record with Kurt Vile, which came out last year, and so I think she has a whole new album coming out that is not available to me, a plebe.
Kurt Vile makes me think of Velvet Goldmine.
I know. Baby's on fire. Oh, God. Got a little excited there.
Jamie started dancing. She put out her arms like a snake goddess.
It was like snake goddess or like one of those inflatable things at a car delership.
It was beautiful. It was much more, that's it. Great.
Just wafting that BO. If you listened to last week, I do not bathe. So she has 2 songs right now. They're on Spotify. And the one is called Need a Little Time. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't know I don't know the words to that one yet, but I love it. I'm sad a lot, and the song's kind of about that. Second song has been out a little bit longer, and it's called Nameless Faceless, and it's the one that's like a real, it's a real jaunty tune. Like if at face value, if you're just listening to it and not thinking, you're like, what a fun sort of, almost like a pub like drinking song. But then when you really listen to the song, she's talking to a man that I'm assuming is an internet troll that's basically telling her that she isn't a good singer, and then she turns around immediately and is like, yeah, but I fucking do it. So I actually make music instead of just bitching at people who do it. And then the chorus is this like rousing kind of fun, again, like, again, she's like Australian, so I'm sure it's like a rugby related thing or something about a shark. I'm not sure. But basically, beerish. Yeah, but the chorus is all about men are scared that women will laugh at them. Women are scared that men will kill them. And it's great.
Atwood.
Yeah. So it's great. It's great.
That's the shorthand that like you live by when you run in our circles.
Yes.
The Margaret Atwood.
Oh, you know.
You know.
You know.
Of course. You're familiar.
But I like to think, and I don't know this, and if I had a moment with her, I would ask her, perhaps over a cuppa or a pint.
I don't know what they do. Koala. Ask her over a koala.
Yeah, a koala.
Is this a slur?
A glass of koala urine. Anyway, a tankard. Anyway, so I like to think, because that's such a popular sort of like, I don't know. I'm gonna go and say it. Like, I think there's a lot of woke white ladies right now that are like, I'm a feminist, and like probably put that in their Twitter bio. And so I like to think a little bit it's kind of calling that out, but then also like it's just a great sort of. It's also not putting those people down. It's just a nice unifying refrain about, like,
everyone starts somewhere.
You know. I think so
everyone
too.
starts somewhere.
I think so too.
Not everybody is the Pope.
Yeah,
only like 8-9 of us.
Yeah,
I
actually, I got called out this weekend. I was at a really beautiful event. And it was like a cancer benefit, and I was making some comments, and my boyfriend goes, "Please don't be the woke person at the cancer benefit." And I was like, "Touche, just live
fair
it.
enough.
Just live it, just love it, just have a good time."
Fair enough.
Yeah, I love those two songs. Ashley,
yes, Jamie.
I was thinking of something to ask. Oh, who are you crushing on?
Oh my God, it's so funny that you asked me that, because I have someone to tell you who I'm crushing on, and that is actor Rufus Sewell.
Relevant current actor
Rufus Sewell. I love Rufus Sewell. I love him and everything I've ever seen him in.
Is he in Dark City?
You know what? Hang on a second.
Or Dark Man. Dark Man is Liam Neeson.
Yes, he is. Okay. I have not seen that one, but here's the thing: his filmography is extensive. Like, he is a mere 50-something years of age. He's 50 years old. And
really?
He's holding up. He's super handsome. Okay, and this is not an apology, but it is a fair criticism. He's hot. He's very handsome. We need to talk. We don't necessarily dive into physical attractiveness very hard.
We got some anonymous feedback from a friend
and fan
and a supporter, and maybe the only person besides us that's listening.
She's helping us.
She's helping us. Our friend. Should we say her name?
This is her table.
Oh my God! I literally think I just realized that, and I used to live with her.
Yeah.
And I've eaten meals on this table, and I just realized that.
She was like, you don't talk about who's actually hot, and that's you know what? Honestly, fair, because we try to be posy vibes, and so you don't want to be like, actually, she's fucking hideous. She makes me want to vomit, and I hope she dies.
I'm gonna pull
I'm trying to be slightly less that.
Yeah.
So
I also think I will say. We're getting off of Rufus for just 2 seconds.
That's fine.
When we concepted this, Ashley and I don't know if you've noticed, but it is difficult for us to stay positive. Typically, she and I both we're friends because we have things in common. We are negative. We are inert.
I'm not to be hyperbolic, but I literally have the weirdest brain of all time.
Yeah,
and
she's the
my mind
weirdest.
just wanders.
I stay focused always.
No,
clearly.
Anyway,
So Rufus Sewell. What's
Hot,
up with
super
one of his
hot.
eyes?
I think he's. I don't know.
Googly.
What did you? Who did you compare him
Is
to?
it Marty Feldman
from
yeah.
Young Frankenstein?
Yeah, Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
But he's like a hot, if
he's-
they were doing a biopic and they cast him, they would cast Rufus Sewell, but he'd be like a hot version.
You know what? I was talking about him with our producer Michael before you arrived, and he said that Rufus Sewell's cheekbones kind of scare him.
Oh, see, I like them.
He thinks he's a little scary looking, and I understand that because sometimes Rufus plays the villain.
Yeah.
But sometimes he plays the smoldering hero, and that is extremely hot and cool.
I agree.
What's not to love?
It's that same, and I think it is a little bit uniquely British, but it's the same thing like Alan Rickman. It's like Alan Rickman could be daddy, and then he could be like, get out of my skyscraper, I'm mean, rah. That's why he was Snape. Anyway, I don't know where
I
I'm going
pulled
with this.
up just a mini filmography. He was in the John Adams miniseries featuring another love of mine, Paul Giamatti. Not hot, but hot. You know what I mean? He's not hot, but he's hot.
Paul Giamatti is honestly, I would all night.
Guess who?
We'd be all night with Paul
Guess who
Giamatti.
Rufus Sewell played?
I don't know.
Alexander Hamilton. Oh my God, he's so. That's a really famous one
What
right
if
now.
I just broke out into a perfect rap from Hamilton just then?
She would.
I can't, and I wouldn't.
He's in the new Victoria miniseries on PBS that I've just started watching. It's too sexy. It's a little too much on the nose for me.
Oh,
whatever.
see, I like that.
He was in The Holiday. Briefly, which is I like The Holiday.
He didn't even make it on the DVD
There's
cover.
Jude Law again.
Here's the deal. I'll talk about Jude Law later. I got a lot to say.
He's a beauty. He was in The Illusionist, which is the one that's not
the shitty
Prestige.
one. Yes. The Illusionist is the Dante's Peak.
Exactly.
The Prestige
He played Crown Prince Leopold, which is, I guess, the Nikola Tesla of this one that I saw once 9 years
David
ago.
Bowie, Rufus Sewell.
Oh my God, he was in the Hamlet. He was in the Kenneth Branagh Hamlet.
That's
Hamlet.
Hamlet.
He was in A Knight's Tale, famously.
Duh.
He played Charles II in Charles II: Power and the Passion.
Is Charles II the one that had Habsburg jaw?
No. That's like a Spanish.
That's a Spanish guy.
Yeah. No,
Sorry.
Charles. No.
I just learned that they had oversized tongues this week, and I'm just picturing them like. Blah,
Have
blah,
you looked at the pictures? I mean, have you looked at the pictures?
Oh, it's my favorite. Those paintings are my favorite. Well, we established in a previous episode that I have royal blood, and I'm like, I'm so glad. While I grew up in a trailer house, I did not have Habsburg jaw, and I'm
No, your jaw is exactly where it's supposed to be,
It
like
is.
underneath your nose.
and my tongue is like a pretty good size.
It's like almost all in there.
Almost. Except for when I'm lusting after a hottie.
like a cartoon wolf. That's why there's saxophone in the background.
I'm wearing a zoot suit.
Oh, and he's
Ogling a babe.
he's in one more Rufus Sewell thing. I'm sorry. He's in the miniseries Middlemarch, which is my favorite thing of all time. It's like my favorite book and my favorite miniseries. And it's so good. It's so good.
So I have not read, consumed in any way that, and I've literally this entire time in my life until probably just now got confused it with Middlesex, which I think is different.
The like Jeffrey Jendi.
Yeah.
No. This is the George Eliot 19th century sort of examination.
Female writer.
Yeah, examination of, society and,
A lady named George?
What is going on? A ratress? But
Topsy-turvy.
anyway, that's all. That's what I have to say about Rufus Sewell. That's my crushing on.
Rufus Sewell, I've thought about this. When you mentioned the cheekbones, have you ever been to physical therapy?
No, I have not.
There's when you have hand problems, they give you this clay with little pegs in it, and they're like, try to get the pegs out.
Do you
of the
have
clay.
a Habsburg claw?
I have. God. That's like new at Joe's Crab Shack. Yeah, his face kind of has like a physical therapy clay with beads in it. Quality.
Okay. I think he's beautiful.
I think I do too.
I think he's beautiful. I love his beautiful evil face. And
It's like, is he a rat face? Is he ratty?
Oh, rat face versus lion face. This is, you know what? He's on the cusp.
Yeah.
We haven't really discussed this yet.
No.
But all men's faces are one of two things, rat faced or lion faced. This has nothing to do with anything really, weight, height.
It's really just like pointy or smooth.
It has
around.
It's like how big are your cheeks, kind of, and that's the gist of it. And it's like, and like for British dudes, like how beady are your eyes, like rat-faced, beady-eyed dudes.
I think I've mostly
if you're in Muse, you're a rat face.
Yeah. Oh man, that guy's a rat king. Yeah. He's the rat king.
Rufus is sort of in between. There's a few in betweens, and I just call them aardvarks because I don't know how else to classify them.
I like that. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Cool. All right. So
that's a normal thing. Like
I'm like accepting
of
it
course
completely.
So do you want a deep dive?
I do. I want to. Scrooge McDuck.
The deep dive, I just want to quickly segue. You may have noticed I mentioned a lot of miniseries that Rufus Sewell has been in because I think it's the perfect art form, and that's my deep dive.
Do tell.
The miniseries is great. It is a combination of television and movies. Yep. You're with characters for long enough time to care. It's a capsule story where you can do novels, you can do standalone things, you can do serialized sort of things. Yes. It's just great. You can bring the country together, like a la Roots.
Yes.
You know? So there's a history
what was the
there.
One, the Day After?
Oh, is
the
that
one from the 70s? Where
is
it was
that
like
the atomic bomb?
Yeah, the atomic fallout.
Always a fucking atomic
I love
bomb
it.
with these people.
I've never seen it, but I want to watch it.
Not interested. Also, you mentioned before, it's like they bring out the big guns.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that was the thing. Yeah, we were chatting briefly before, and I'm like, here's the deal. Reese Witherspoon, Nicole Kidman, they ain't showing up. They're not going to be on your fucking. They're not going to be on your fucking. Yeah.
No, Reese Witherspoon is not going to make a guest appearance on like Ted or whatever.
Though she was on Friends, but that was different.
Okay, that was different.
That was also like the biggest sitcom of all time, basically. So she was like, okay, I'll be the sister.
I mean, you had to do it. And because the Brad Pitt like fucked that all up for everyone.
She was on the come up too. Like if you remember, that was like not long after Cruel Intentions. Now she's like married to Jim Toth, and she's like.
Yeah.
Or Toth, whatever. Like she a baller. She's producing
Big Little Lies. Yeah.
It's great.
And also up and comers like on miniseries all the time.
Up and Hotties.
Who's
some of you faves?
Well, right now, I just started. There's Howard's End. There's a new version of Howard's End on, I believe it's Stars, that I just started watching.
Slap me.
This is another one of my favorite things. I've read Howard's End like minimum 3 times, if not more.
So the film that's the Anthony.
Indeed, yes. And Emma Thompson, yes, yeah, so very good. But this is a new miniseries, and the dude who plays Leonard Bast, his name is Joseph Quinn, and he's quite young. He's a very, very young man. He's an odd-looking fella, but he has very like intense dark eyes.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
and you can kind of see, and he's.
This is the first time I've laid eyes upon this child. I will tell you.
You know what? He's a working class fella who's trying to better himself in this.
Yes.
So, but you know what? I want to say,
like a little chimney sweep.
No spoiler alert. Watch your back. Watch your back out there, Joseph Quinn.
Well, isn't the whole thing Howard's like staring out the window a lot and just being like, y'all are gonna get stabbed? I haven't seen the movie or read the book.
Howard's End is a house.
Oh.
It's a beautiful house in the country.
What is Anthony Hopkins' name?
He's
John.
Hang on, give me a minute.
Sir John, the butler.
It's always Sir John. Oh God, I can't. All of these dudes.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you would know. Oh God.
I remember everything.
We
all
are
the
drinking.
Time,
She's not actually.
I'm tired.
We have real jobs, okay?
Helen and Margaret Schlegel are the Wilcoxes. That's it, the Wilcox family. Sorry, and Vanessa Redgrave is the mother. Blah blah. Henry, his name is Henry. Couldn't remember the name.
So he's always like staring out the window, and he's like, "Oh man, these people are."
He's the capitalist. That's it. That's his role. Anyway, but you see, look at this discussion
We're talking
having.
about it.
It's like who's the capitalist?
Yeah.
Who's the young man? What does he represent?
There's
what is
archetypes.
Exactly. There's like, journeys and metaphors and
the one,
not just eating bugs like reality TV.
Oh my God. I ate a roach. I drank bull semen.
My goodness. I'm on television.
I wouldn't do any of that stuff for money.
I would do a lot of things on television for money.
I would be on television for literally any reason.
I want to go on The Price is Right.
Oh, me too. Let's Michael.
We can make this.
Write it
we
down.
can make this happen.
Write it down. So miniseries. Tell me more.
I just am a huge fan of them.
Mm-hmm. I think that I have an experience. So recently I was watching something and I thought it was a new TV show and this actually happened. I have not told you this. And I was like, this is boring as shit. Like I hate this. And then I realized it was a miniseries and I was like, I love this. Because I knew there was going to be an end. It was Alias Grace. It was Alias Grace.
Oh, no. I liked that one,
I liked it too. But when I thought it was a TV show, I was like, get to it, Grace. Kill somebody. What are you doing? But then once I realized, literally the moment, because of the format is palatable. The moment I realized it was a miniseries, I was like, there's going to be resolution. Mm-hmm. There's not going to be a shitty cliffhanger.
No.
We're not going to have to follow her. Like,
also, these days, it's like
garbage.
a wheat from the chaff in terms of like a lot of modern fiction, like historical modern fiction, where like there's magic. Like I watched like Jonathan Sewell, like oh god, was it Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell or something? It's like all these books that like I want to read, but I'm not gonna fucking read them. And you know what they do? They turn the good ones into miniseries. They turn the good ones into miniseries.
I got a Kindle. I read one book. I read Annihilation, and I didn't know they were going to make a movie. And then I was like, boom, I know what. It's good.
I liked the movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
You would like it.
I would like it.
Yeah.
It's got Oscar Isaac in it.
It does have Oscar Isaac in it.
Natalie Portman is not what the girl looks like, though.
No.
Anyway, okay.
So, hey, what's your deep dive this week, Jamie?
So mine is mine's one person, and mine is a little lady by the name of Demetria Devon Lovato.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise known as Demi.
Yeah.
So little something about Demi Lovato. I'm gonna go all which ways on this one. First and foremost, so there is zero question. I think she is hot. HOTTT hot. I'll delve into why. I think first and foremost, I'd like to say she's body positive. And it's what I love most about her. But you know what? It took a while for her to get there.
Oh.
And that's why she's interesting. So
I know so little about her compared to like every other pop star. It's funny. Like I know Selena Gomez. I know Ariana Grande. I know
Demi
Lorde.
Is hands down. I don't know. Lorde's pretty great. Demi, though, out of the trinity of Demetria Devon Lovato, Selena Shecky Gomez, yeah, and the other one, Ariana Latte Grande. Demi's the most interesting. Selena. Selena's interesting because honestly, I think Spring Breakers was.
Oh yeah,
that was a cool move.
I like her songs.
She's dating Justin Bieber. That's been back and forth. But it's kind of as far as like just pop star behavior goes. Other than the kidney transplant with her best friend, that was pretty cool. That was... But that's like those are like the four things you know about. That's all you need to know. Ariana Grande,
donut,
beautiful. Yeah, spit on a donut.
Yeah.
Highs and lows.
Yes.
Highs and lows.
Indeed.
Diva, ponytail. That's it.
A baby.
Demi, though. Demi. So Demi and Selena actually, 6 years old, started on Barney and Friends together.
Okay.
Selena was like literally looks exactly the same, except it's like someone took an iPhone and just like expanded her.
I can see that. That makes sense.
Like, but literally like the same chipmunk face. She's and like just cutie cute. Yeah, she's like, oh, it's a baby, and now it's a bigger baby with titties. And Demi Lovato though
she's a superstar.
She's a superstar. Demi Lovato was like kind of chubby, had glasses. They really like leaned into her not being as
She's the friend.
She's the friend. I think in Barney and Friends she played like clarinet.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Then she
woodwinds.
Yeah, the old woodwind. So the thing about Demi Lovato is, of the three, even, but especially out of her and Selena, she has the most powerful voice. Like, she's an incredible.
That's important.
She's genuinely
for singers.
Yeah, she's genuinely an incredible singer. So she had the most talent. Maybe didn't have the classic looks and kind of got cast in a weird way.
She has a strong jaw,
She has a strong jaw. She also has like a strong personality and some demons. So I never really thought much about her. The exception being that like 7-8 years ago, a child told me that I looked like Demi Lovato, and I was like, "Oh my god, love her."
That's very nice. That's a lovely compliment.
And she's
very pretty.
She's pretty, and I was like, "Oh my god, thank you." And yeah,
I like her chin cleft.
Oh, just you wait. I'm going to get to lots of little things I love about her. But this, probably like 2 weeks ago, I watched, or not 2 weeks ago, like 3 months ago, she did a YouTube exclusive documentary, and it was called Simply Complicated. Okay. And the name alone was so absurd to me that I was like,
a little contradiction there.
Yeah,
wow.
I was like, oh, I'm going to watch.
She seems a bit much.
Yeah, I'm going to ironically watch this.
Yeah.
Within like 10 minutes, I was like, I genuinely really like her. So the first fucking line in the documentary, she's looking dead ass at the interviewer, and she'd made a previous documentary that was totally like fluffy tour documentary kind of shit that like followed her around.
Yeah. Okay.
And she was like, I'm not shitting you, the entire time I was filming that I was high on cocaine. And I was like, love her.
Oh my god,
where are we going on this journey, Demi? And so she has had, so the whole thing just chronicles like her history with like using and addiction. And the thing I love about her the most in it is that she's not like coy or cute about it at all. Like, she literally, like, so there was like a famous incident when she was on the Camp Rock tour.
Was that the Jonas Brothers?
With the Jonas Brothers, which was really, the Jonas Brothers were famous first, and she got cast in some like one of their things, and she got her own show on Disney Channel. But she was such a fucking mess. She was like 15 and like disappearing.
I mean, it's messed up.
Yeah, she was like disappearing for hours on end. I mean, like, she was a bigger mess than what we assume is a messy Disney star. Like, she would literally like disappear for days.
She's
or
born
like
in 1992. She's only 25
she's 25 right now. So a famous incident is that she basically was on this tour, was sober, quote unquote, but was actually going out and sneaking out at night and like doing like fucked up, like crazy drugs, drinking all day long.
Was this like in the gossip pages? Like, or was this like under the radar?
This was under the radar.
Okay.
This was under the radar at the time until this incident I'm about to tell you about.
Okay.
No one really knew this. And then she fucking punched one of her backup dancers.
Oh my god!
On a private plane, and everyone was like, "What's going on with Demi Lovato?" So then it's like, "Oh, tabloid, like she's a big old mess." So she talks about it in the documentary, and the thing I fucking love about her is she was basically like, "Yeah, I'm a drug addict, and I lie, and this girl went to Joe Jonas's dad, who's like crazy Christian responsible, told her that I was doing drugs." I went to or someone went to Joe Jonas's dad, said that I was doing drugs. I am a manipulative addict, so I went to Joe Jonas's dad and I said, "Hey, please just tell me who told you, because I really want to thank them."
Oh my god! And it worked.
So Joe Jonas's dad was like, "Oh, it was so and so," and she was like, "Thanks," and then went up and was like, "Hey, bitch," and like,
oh my god,
beat her up, and like, and I love it because that's kind of hilarious and also like such juicy gossip. But I love the documentary because she's just like, and she's bipolar, so like all this stuff came out.
I'm watching Brideshead Revisited right now, which is basically about alcoholism, and that's like the same thing's happening right now with Sebastian. I'm sorry, miniseries.
She is Sebastian.
Well, she's a more successful version.
So she's just recently celebrated 6 years sober.
That's awesome. At 25?
At 25.
So she was 19?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing I love too in the documentary, so she also like has problems with like self-harm and cutting and bulimia. And so in the documentary, like while it's being filmed, she's like, "I threw up today." Like, and she's, but so she's like very open about her struggles.
I see her like in the media, and I like consume a lot of shit too. And like, it's gross. She's not on my radar. Is like,
so the thing that I love about her is that she owned her shit and got out in front of it in this very brilliant way, and her career is thriving. Like she's a judge on what is it?
Is it
the not The Voice? It's the other one.
No. American Idol.
No, X Factor.
X Factor.
I think it's X Factor.
Okay, whatever.
But she's turned her life around. She's more successful now than she's ever been. Her music is actually very good.
Yeah, I have some videos.
Like Sorry Not Sorry is a banger. Before that, Cool for the Summer.
Tell Me You Love Me. Cool for the Summer is the only one I recognize.
Tell Me You Love Me is a great song.
I need to. Where should I start? Like, what's the one I should start with?
I would honestly listen to this most recent album because to me, it's the one I like the most. Like it's the most mature. I think it's also, but it's like they go into it in the documentary and watch her like making it and like. She's actually like contributing to this. That's like
nice,
and you can tell.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the cool. Like she's not like I wrote all these songs, but like there's this and actually Lainey Gossip. I have to every week. She pointed this out, and I was like, oh my god, that's so true. In the documentary, at one point, she's talking about like basically there's this producer who's like, I like that cut, and she was like, I don't like my vibrato. We're doing it again. Like, and she's just like. But she's not being a jerk, but she's just like assertive and it's like clearly in control of like her life and her career.
Well, that's
which
great.
is really
that's
cool.
Admirable and super hot.
And like she's very honest about it. She's very hot. So the other little things about her. So the other day she posted these photos. Bitch was fine as hell. But she posted these photos of like her cellulite and stuff. And I was like it genuinely made me feel good about myself.
Oh, yay.
Thanks, Demi. She is also famously not afraid to slide into somebody's DMs. Like there's all these screenshots.
Oof.
Like but I mean like famous people. Like there's screenshots of her clearly following like other single men and like other famous people.
Oh my god.
And like fans will be like, Demi's like she's very unabashedly like I'm cute and I'm famous and I'm gonna do which I love. She's really to replace her sort of addiction. She got really into
crystals.
No, way more badass. She got really into kickboxing and like MMA.
Wow,
fucking like so. She's like her body is like an MMA women fighter body, which I love. Her little sister Madison was on Desperate Housewives.
I didn't know that.
So the last thing that I love about her is most recently she's on tour. So she's also, I don't think she's actually said she's bisexual, and it doesn't really matter necessarily. But she does. She's very like sex positive, body positive. So there's a video of her that I'm making Ashley pull up, and we're just gonna narrate it to you. It's the last night of her tour. She's on tour with someone named Kaylani, who is openly.
I don't know anything about Kaylani.
Like fluid sexually. I'm not sure exactly how she identifies. So she opened for Demi. This is the last night of tour. Also, she's from Texas, so I like her. Though she's from Dallas, but it's fine. We'll forgive her. She's a child star, and she has a lot of problems. But yeah, so Demi's sitting on a bed. It's rotating.
She's wearing like nude hose with her costume. They're so shiny.
She's wearing nude hose. Her fucking thighs are touching, and I love it. She has like
she has giant hoop earrings in.
She's giant hoop earrings. She's singing her ass off. She's laying on this bed. It's rotating.
It's a white bed. She's got white satin.
It's rotating. Robe. She's like her face is like a little shiny. Like she kind of needs the Biore blotting paper, but like she's like
her microphone is like chrome and it's shiny.
Chrome and shiny. It looks like it's definitely from like Hustler Hollywood. So then some dancers begin to join her. Fast forward.
Okay.
Is that Rachel Maddow?
The audience.
They're showing the audience. Okay, so she gets on the bed.
And she's grinding on the bed.
Grinding on the bed.
And the dancers are wearing backwards baseball caps and they're doing like b-boy moves. Like I swear that it's great. It's like
she has lucite heeled boots. She's just writhing around.
Yeah, she's air grinding, let's call it.
Yeah.
And
there's Kaylani.
Goodness.
There's Kaylani. Watch this.
Kaylani's on the bed. Oh my goodness.
They kiss. They're kissing.
They kissed each other.
But then she's like, we kissed.
Oh
and then
my
it's
goodness.
Like, people are flipping out about this right now.
When did this happen? 4/2/8 on the 2nd.
It's happened on the 2nd. Just wait. Now she's mounting Kaylani.
Yes, now she is on.
And now Kaylani
she's singing to Kaylani. And there's still dancers around them grinding. The male dancers are now shirtless, by the way, but they're backwards baseball caps.
It's like the Zapruder film. Like she just, I'm like back and to the left. It's like she just rubbed her hand on her neck.
That was very sexy.
It was really sexy. And so the internet is agog.
Oh my goodness.
So there's all the speculation.
Wow.
Are they together? Are they not? Like there's some other corroborating tweets. Anyway, I love Demi because I will say that doesn't feel exploitative and sort of like,
that's not like the Madonna. That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago.
That is like showing. You'll have to watch it yourself. I feel like that is showing people in the audience like to just be okay with different people touching each other and being familiar with each other.
Because our fans are kids.
Yeah, they're children.
Yeah.
For the most part.
I mean, there was like all the air humping. I don't know. Are her fans kids? I don't actually know.
So I think she probably has, I mean, like, sign me up.
Yeah.
I want to see the air hump. Anyway, we're going to get in the bag. That's how much I love Demi Lovato. I'm a big fan. Haters back off.
We're going to say more about like who is actually hot.
I would like to meet Demi Lovato.
Oh, and Bruno Mars is hot, I believe. I think Bruno Mars is hot. That's all I'm saying. This says 90s crime stories. Is 90s crime stories hot like the Menendez brothers?
Yeah, I think so.
Was that 80s or 90s?
This is via a person I know that would put this in the bag. 90s crime stories. So yeah.
Like the cheerleader murders, Jean-Benet Ramsey.
I mean, that's OJ. Yeah.
I mean, I remember all of them.
I have a distinct memory of playing Barbies and naming one of them Paula Barbieri. Like, I mean, I think I maybe said that in the other one. They're great. I guess they're hot. I mean, a lot of murders, like lives were destroyed. That's terrible.
There could be other. I'm not Woody Harrelson.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think Woody Harrelson. I think young Woody Harrelson was very cute, especially on Cheers. I mean, if you've never seen Woody Harrelson on Cheers, you haven't seen shit, my friend.
No.
You've seen nothing in your life, and I feel sorry for you.
So cute, especially like watching Cheers as a little kid. Like I was like, he's the cute one.
You know what? He was so good.
You're a big Cheers fan. I haven't rewatched it as an adult. I just watched it all growing up.
It's incredible. He was so good that everyone thought that
he was that.
What was the HBO? Everyone thought True Detective was something better than what it was, basically because Woody Harrelson is a good actor.
No, he's great.
You know, and what's his face? Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey.
I mean, he was perfect for that. You're good at being like a dirtbag.
Woody Harrelson. Yeah, White Men Can't Jump.
I've never seen that.
It's good.
It's
genuinely a good movie.
What's the one?
Oh, there's
with Robert Downey Jr. And Juliette Lewis.
I was just about to say that. I watched that movie at such an age inappropriate time,
and I saw it when I was like well into adulthood, and I was like, "This is garbage. What is it?"
Natural Born Killers.
Thank you. Yeah.
I saw that like when it came out. It came out like 1994.
You were a kid.
I was way too young to watch that movie, and I was like, I'm scared, but I like it. He's got kind of a crooked little nose. He's got a gap in his teeth. He smokes a lot of weed. He's hot.
I like him. I agree.
Yep.
Let's see. Ryan Gosling is. This is like a little traditional now. Like this is like Ryan Gosling is very handsome. I think Ryan Gosling
is so handsome. So I'd like to also point out that my crush this week, it was a toss up. So Courtney Barnett songs I wanted to talk about more as if I have any kind of platform to elevate anything, as if she needs my help.
Well, I'm going to listen now.
But they're great. Yeah. It's great songs. But my original crush, so this weekend I accidentally watched the movie Ghost Rider twice.
Wait, with
Nicolas Cage where his head catches on fire. Yeah, Skull Man. It was on like TBS, the Superstation, and I accidentally watched it in a hotel, and I watched it like 3 times. Twice, whatever. Loved it, by the way. But Eva Mendes is in it, and Eva Mendes is... Here's the deal. Demi, Latin woman. Eva Mendes, Latin... I have a type. Eva Mendes is smoking fucking hot. She is so attractive. She is such a just bombshell that, like, Ryan Gosling was already Hottie McHottie, and then it's, like, my, like, sort of... temporary crush on him was starting to wane, and then he like had a baby with Eva Mendes, and it was like,
I forgot about that. I totally forgot.
2 children, I think.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about this.
And they're so like under the radar about it, and like
I
they're
like
not.
him, but I'm not like a fan. Like I don't keep up with.
So
him
I do.
So much. Okay.
I went through a pretty hard like stereotypical crushing phase on him. I think he's so attractive.
He's blonde. He's a good-looking blondie. He's a really good-looking blondie.
I went to see Blue Valentine alone in the Green Hills movie theater and wept like a lost child in the Green Hills Mall. But he goes downtown on Michelle Williams, and it's pretty cool.
That's nice.
It's great.
Some of these names,
anyway,
we're gonna have to Google. Let's do one more at least. This last one is
Gadget
Inspector
Hottie.
Gadget. I mean,
I don't know.
he's avuncular. You know, like an avuncular robot.
Trump.
Yeah.
I think that Inspector Gadget is. Do you think he's Jewish?
I think I don't know, but I like his trench coat.
I'm just whatever. I don't know.
Penny.
Penny's fine.
What was in Brain? Was Brain the dog, or was it Brian? I don't know.
No, that's fucking Family Guy. I think Inspector Gadget is a bumbling fool. But
is that so?
The reason I asked if he was Jewish is because I'm attracted to him.
Well, he was Matthew Broderick in the film.
Oh, then I'm not attracted to him.
Okay. You're not attracted to Matthew Broderick?
I would rather Miss Dr. Claw.
Whose face we never see, and all we know is a metal claw.
He has a metal claw hand, which I've already established.
A cat.
Yeah, he has a cat and a claw, and that's all I need.
I'm going to do one more. The bag is good today.
The bag is good to us.
The bag is good. Here, you do it.
Slobbered. Okay. Hold on. There's
literally thousands of entries. I swear to God, no hyperbole. There's 10,582.
This is ASMR. I'm picking a name out of the bag.
Oh, that's weird.
That's what they do. All right. We're throwing some back today. Get a couple of minnows in here. This is a reminder. You can text 240 TAD HOT.
Yes, 240-TADHOTT on your telephone keypad that doesn't exist anymore.
Like literally there's one I didn't even know who it was. That's sad. Okay. We'll do this one. I'm sorry. Yeah, our rules. Kylie Minogue.
Oh, I love Kylie Minogue. Love at first sight. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Early aughts, Kylie. Oh.
Can't get you out of my head.
Good as hell, man. The locomotion. Wait.
Locomotion. Yeah. She's Green Fairy in Moulin Rouge.
She's beautiful. Wasn't she married to someone for like also Australian? This is another Australian.
Little bookends. Courtney and Kylie couldn't be more different, I think. I like her sister Danny with two eyes at the end.
Oh, I'm familiar with Danny.
Danny Minogue.
2 ends, 2 eyes.
Yeah, 2 ends, 2 eyes. Danny's like just permanent
personal life relationships.
Permanent judge. Yeah, I feel like Kylie had like an age.
Or maybe I'm thinking of Natalie Imbruglia.
Oh, you're thinking of Natalie Imbruglia. Kylie did have a relationship. I want to say it was with What's Beautiful. It's not Rodrigo Santoro. It's
Andre.
Yes, she dated that guy.
Yeah. This guy.
Yeah, that was also with Halle Berry. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's
very pretty.
Yeah, he's a very attractive man, and I feel like she also had
rat face.
Yeah.
Rat face. Well, classic rat.
I'm a wheel of cheese. Come on. He's French. He gets it.
That was good.
I'm so sad all the time. I think that's it.
Good episode.
Demetria.
Miniseries. Rufus.
Australian ladies. And Lil Bandit. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Ha ha ha.